So one is, I love what you said about the health thing because it's so true. I think it was, I forget who said this, but it's most people don't want to outlive their savings and they don't want to outlive their health.
Hmm.
It's not about being 90 years old. It's about being 90 years old and healthy, mobile, able to travel, able to go to the
Hmm.
beach. It's about being 90 years old and being able to spend
Right.
some money and not being confined to your house because somebody else, you're now depending on your kids to take care of you. It's a very ugly place to be when somebody feels like I just burnt all my money.
Yeah.
So those two things are quite important, and that's what I guess leads to loneliness. Um, and then the second thing you mentioned on friendships is, do you feel like at some point, as we grow older, we want to, you know, confine our friends to a handful because they have more meaning, or it's important to keep acquaintances? And I feel like you have a lot of acquaintances around the world,
Hmm.
but how many of them are friends, true
No,
friends?
I have 100 friends.
Really?
Yeah, I don't bother too much with acquaintances. When I meet people, I want to go deep.
Yeah.
So I have literally 100, close to 100 friends,
Mm.
and there's this concept called the Dunbar number. We can maintain close
What is
ties.
it?
Dunbar, the
Mhm.
Dunbar number. It suggests that as a human being, we can maintain close ties to about 150 individuals. So tribes, villages, communities, they tend to like fragment once you go past 150. So I'm not at the Dunbar number yet. I'm at 100. I have space for another 50 friends,
Mm.
but I literally maintain close ties with about 100 people.
And what's considered close? You talk to them about deep
We
issues,
can go deep. We can
or is it
travel together. They trust me. I trust them. Close ties.
okay? That's interesting. I feel like everyone's going to end up alone at some point in the future. You
Not
may
me.
be doing in the sense where you may get married,
Mhm.
but you could be widowed and you'll end up alone. It's not like if you get married, you're not going to be alone. A lot of
Mhm.
people are worried about that. Like, if I don't get married, I'm going to be alone. But so many married couples are alone. They're either
Yeah.
alone together
They're
in a
alone because
house.
you're with the wrong person and you're too afraid to part ways.
Yeah. Or you're alone because you lost your partner. But like you said, you don't put a focus on friendship. So you end up losing that along the way.
Right.
And then you end up alone. So you're right. I don't think you will end up alone. You're like the Oprah of, in this situation. I feel like she has friends everywhere, never got married. Have you been married
Yes, I
before?
was married. I was with the same woman for 19 years.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And you parted ways on good terms?
Yeah. Conscious uncoupling.
What do you consider good terms for divorce? How do you get divorced
You don't need
gracefully?
lawyers. You look at all your possessions, divide it 50-50. You love the other person. I think the greatest thing a man can do for his children is to love their mother.
Mm,
And you ensure that the person is taken care of
mm,
both ways. And you maintain a friendship. So with my ex-wife and the two kids that we co-parent together, we, for example, in about a week, we're going on a trip together, a
mm.
road trip, 7 days, just the four of us. And we know we're going to have a great time. And even when I'm in the same city as them, I live half my life in Estonia, half my life I'm traveling. When I'm in Estonia, where my children go to school and they live with their mother, I see them pretty much 5 days a week. We
Mm,
have dinner together, 5 days a week.
mm.
So I think that's a great way to to allow your kids to grow up where they don't feel like they've lost a parent.
Your kids are comfortable. They're happy with both
My
sides.
kids are so well adjusted.
That's so good.
Right.
And did it take a phase, initial, like an anger phase first, or very
No,
quickly you
no
guys
anger
decided
phase.
not to do that?
What happened is we used a methodology called conscious uncoupling by Catherine Woodward Thomas. There's a book on the topic. The official program on the topic is on Mind Valley membership. And because of that protocol, which involves s- um, an up-leveling of your sense of who you are, forgiving yourself, being able to forgive your partner, being able to reclaim love, but in a different form with your partner through that process, the divorce isn't heartbreaking. The divorce isn't painful. It's actually a very peaceful transition from a lovership to a friendship.
Mm. I feel like it's hard if it's one sided.